Que Sera Sera. Is it playing as the theme for your federal retirement planning? What is your retirement plan? These are two different approaches that can have very different long-term outcomes. Music reflects and expresses life in ways that are often veiled by words. This may even be true for retirement planning. Two famous old songs may convey music's ability to communicate that observation even when planning for a financially successful retirement. While quite dissimilar in their messaging, they are unique and lyrically supported approaches that could be attributed to pursuing a desired financial outcome. Two sides of the same record. Side A, Que Sera Sera. The late actress and singer Doris Day introduced a delightfully melodious phrase to our everyday lexicon in 1956 when she recorded Que Sera Sera. The term loosely translated to whatever will be, meaning the future is unknown, unpredictable, and up in the air, and whatever is going to happen is just going to happen. It is what some may refer to as fate. This song promotes gleefully accepting life as it comes, since you cannot predict, let alone control the future. A charming sentiment to life in general, but perhaps a somewhat listless approach to preparing for one's future financial fitness. The Que Sera Sera approach to financial planning. Ask yourself if any of this sounds familiar. Since I will receive a pension and qualify for Social Security Income Benefits, or FERS, hopefully everything will work out on its own. I don't understand the TSP or outside investment choices, IRA versus Roth, how much to invest, or what investment options are right for me. I would rather do nothing and hope for the best rather than make a decision that turns out bad. I will live my life today and hope for the best during my retirement years. The popularity of Plan A is easy to understand. Many Feds may not have the experience or knowledge that would allow them to feel confident in making retirement planning or investment choices. Fear of making a mistake is a grimace-producing sour note indeed, yet an unwelcome tone we all screech from time to time. As Elbert Hubbard said, "The greatest mistake you can make in life is to continually fear you will make one." Mrs. Day's harmonic approach to life, while a truly lovely sentiment in general, may be flawed as a harmonious retirement manuscript. Plan A's potential unmelodious defects: lack of attentiveness to retirement assets such as TSP savings. Have you ever listened to an undirected orchestra or seen a beautifully shaped garden flourish without a gardener's caring hand? The Que Sera Sera approach would have you leave your retirement likewise unattended. Relying too heavily on federal pensions and Social Security income benefits, both of which are vulnerable to inflation, to maintain a desired federal retirement lifestyle. Federal pensions and Social Security income benefits may fall short of monthly obligations over the long term due to the thrumming of inflation, potentially resulting in more months than money for some. As an example, meet Larry. Larry's inflation edification. Larry, not his real name, is a recently retired 65-year-old federal employee. He served for 30 years and has anticipated his fixed retirement income, FERS pension, and SSA income to be approximately $7,000 per month, and his monthly retirement outlays to be $6,000 per month. He was very proud of his 7,000 minus 6,000 equals 1,000 cushion, as he called it. Larry also has approximately $650,000 in his TSP. Of note, Larry loves boating and fishing. Larry admittedly Que Sera'd his way to the retirement date, yet he felt satisfied with his impending departure. He was so pleased with his assumed financial future that he even considered pulling money from his TSP funds to buy a lake boat, a 3/4-ton truck to tow it, and a lake lot from which to drop it in the water. Larry was excited about and felt confident in this plan, but he also thought it best to get a second opinion by participating in a federal retirement readiness review. From that meeting, Larry learned taxes alone on such a move would be massive. Larry estimated a boat, minus $40,000, plus a used truck, minus $45,000, plus lakefront property, just the land, minus $189,000 equals $274,000. Using the 2021 federal tax bracket, this amounted to $95,900 in taxes. $274,000 times 35% equals $95,900. Perhaps worse yet, this composition could turn into a long-term flop to his retirement income. $650,000 minus $274,000 plus $95,900 equals $369,900, equals $280,100 left in his retirement savings. This is simple math. The real amount of the total federal tax would be higher still, since Larry would also have to pay tax on the $95,900 he pulled to pay taxes. It was also discovered in his review that Larry hadn't considered the inflationary impact on his plan. If inflation outpaced cost of living increases in his fixed income by an average of just 3% per year for 5 years, Larry's cushion would disappear. 3% times 5 equals 15%. Simple interest, not compounding. $6,000 times 15% equals $900. $6,000 plus $900 equals $6,900. $7,000 minus $6,900 equals $100. At that point, his soft, comfy cushion would shrink to little more than a thin layer of delicate tissue. Stretch that assumption out for 10, 15, or 20 years, and a grim picture takes form. Being unprepared for inflation could be financially ruinous, especially if he devastated his TSP savings as greatly as he had hoped. A wise choice would be to preserve, protect, and hopefully grow his retirement savings to serve as an additional income source late in life.